Far beyond the northern seas and the frozen valleys of the Viking lands, the sky itself was once feared as much as the sea. The old sagas spoke of storms that did not belong to nature, storms that had minds of their own, storms that hunted. According to the oldest Norse legends, long before the Viking Age, the gods fought many wars against beings born from the first chaos of the world. Some of these creatures were giants of fire, others ruled the oceans, but a few were born from the sky itself. The sagas called them storm titans. These beings were said to be living embodiments of thunder and lightning. They did not walk the land or swim the seas. They ruled the clouds, and when they moved, entire mountains trembled beneath their power. For centuries, the storm titans had been silent, until the sky began to break. Across the northern coastlines, strange storms began appearing without warning. The wind howled for days, lightning split the sky again and again, and thunder rolled across the mountains like distant war drums. Ships vanished at sea. Villages along the coast were struck by lightning so powerful that entire forests caught fire despite the freezing snow. The storms did not behave like normal weather. They moved. They traveled across the north like something searching for prey. In the coastal settlement of Stormwatch, a warrior named Halvar Thunderborn stood on the cliffs overlooking the raging ocean. Halvar had spent most of his life fighting creatures of ice and sea. He had seen frost beasts emerge from glaciers and once helped slay a sea monster larger than a lockship. But he had never seen the sky behave like this. The storm clouds moved too slowly, too deliberately, almost like something alive. One night the storm above Stormwatch became darker than any night before. Lightning tore across the sky again and again, illuminating the ocean in brief flashes of blinding white light. The thunder did not sound natural. It sounded like footsteps, heavy footsteps. Halvar climbed the highest cliff overlooking the sea. The wind nearly threw him from the rocks. Then the lightning flashed again. For a brief moment, the sky became bright as daylight, and Halvar saw it. Something enormous moving inside the clouds. Not a bird, not a dragon, something far larger. The clouds suddenly exploded outward. A massive shape descended from the sky. The creature landed in the ocean with a force that sent waves crashing against the cliffs. Water surged violently across the rocks as the massive figure slowly rose from the sea. The storm titan had awakened. The creature towered above the waves like a living mountain. Its body looked as if it had been carved from dark storm clouds in ancient stone. Lightning flowed across its skin like glowing veins of pure energy. Each breath released thunder. Its eyes burned with blinding white light. The storm titan turned its head slowly toward the coastline. Toward Stormwatch, the creature raised one enormous arm. The sky answered. Lightning erupted from the clouds, striking the ocean around the titan in massive bursts of blinding energy. Halvar understood immediately. If the creature reached the shore, the entire northern coast would burn beneath its storm. Halvar grabbed his runic spear. He climbed down to the harbor where a single longship remained anchored. No one else was brave enough to follow. Halvar pushed the ship into the raging water and rowed toward the massive titan standing in the storm. The closer he sailed, the larger the creature became. The titan stood taller than the cliffs themselves. Lightning struck its body again and again without harming it. Instead, the energy seemed to feed the creature's power. Halvar realized a truth: that titan was drawing strength from the storm. If the storm continued, the creature would become unstoppable. The titan noticed the small ship approaching. Its glowing eyes locked onto Halvar. Then the creature stepped forward. The ocean erupted. Massive waves surged toward the longship as the titan raised its arm toward the sky. A bolt of lightning shot downward. Halvar barely steered the ship aside as the lightning struck the water beside him, exploding the sea into steam. Halvar stood at the front of the ship. He waited. The storm grew louder. The titan raised its arm again, preparing another strike. But Halvar was already moving. As the next lightning bolt formed above the creature, Halvar hurled his runic spear with all his strength. The weapon flew through the storm and struck the titan directly in the center of its chest. The runes ignited instantly. The storm exploded. Lightning surged across the titan's body in every direction as the runic weapon disrupted the creature's power. The storm titan roared. Thunder shook the entire sky. The clouds began collapsing. The storm itself started breaking apart. The titan staggered backward into the ocean. Massive waves surged outward as the creature struggled against the burning runes embedded in its chest. For a moment, the sky seemed ready to split apart. Then the titan began sinking. Slowly, its enormous body disappeared beneath the raging sea. The lightning faded. The thunder stopped. The storm collapsed into silence. By morning, the sky above Stormwatch was clear. The ocean was calm once more. Halvar drifted across the quiet sea on the damaged longship. The storm titan had vanished. But as he stared toward the distant horizon, Halvar saw something else. Far beyond the northern clouds, another storm was forming, and inside that storm, something even larger moved. The storm titan had not been alone.